the morning, Shade 4-5, Heather B.
Talk to me, homie.
I was thinking about our next guest.
Me too.
And what were you thinking?
Two different types of minds right there.
I was thinking about some of the movies, the projects that he worked in, like the Black Dahlia or 30 Days of Night or a Black Hawk Down. You know, like these award-winning pieces that, if it wasn't for his involvement, may not have been as successful as they became. Now, what were you thinking? Oh, that's okay, John. I'm almost there. Let's see what you were thinking, Heather.
I was thinking about how would he qualify for my combine.
You want to know about this combine, Josh?
Yeah, I got to know about the combine.
Well, it works a little bit like the NFL. You know, I go out and I recruit. You know, I basically recruit players for my future team. You know, see
Do
how
they have to be college age?
You know what? That's a personal conversation in my
older the
office.
better.
I won't tell on you. You know, if you're underage, I'll bring you to the special section and just groom you till you're ready to come up and get right.
Wow.
Interesting.
You're starting them young. It's okay.
She's a dame. Are you even single, Josh?
Am I even single?
Yeah.
I'm not single anymore. No, not right now.
Oh, damn, Heather. He disqualified.
You hear it? You see how hate it comes fast.
But
you know?
look at now.
Already,
Lasers coming out of your eyes.
Yeah, already she putting you out of my combine. You were in though, Josh. You know, the marriage put you out, but it's all right.
I'm not married yet.
Oh, you back in.
But I'm with somebody.
All right, yeah, okay, you back in.
Yeah,
Thank you, Josh.
I love Josh's.
Single has many terms.
Well, I love his choice of words. I'm not single now. I'm not.
I'm with somebody.
I'm not married yet.
I'm not married yet. I'm not married yet.
So basically,
he's in my combine.
He's in your combine.
Thank
Josh
you,
Hartnett
Josh.
is here, ladies and gentlemen.
I got about a 5-inch vertical though. You know, I don't know if that's and I don't mean it like that. No.
I was like, see, I pick them good. I didn't even know that yet.
No, 5-inch wouldn't be too good. Heather.
No, exactly.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm thinking.
I'm talking about jump.
You're talking about jump. All right. Are you an athletic guy, Josh?
Well, I grew up playing hockey, so it wasn't kind of, play basketball in the alley, but never. I played in high school for about 2 minutes, but no, we play hockey in Minnesota where I grew up.
Minnesota, St. Paul?
St. Paul, yeah.
St. Paul,
yeah.
Right? Dude, you know I host this, and if you're from Minnesota, I know you know what this is when I say it. You're going to go, oh, shit, Sway, really? Can I get tickets? Sound set.
Sound set.
You know what that is?
That went well.
I could pretend to. So.
Okay.
He is an actor.
No, Minnesota, you guys have a great hip-hop scene out there.
Yeah.
And awesome. Atmosphere. Rhyme Sayers, they put together this annual music festival that I'll be hosting this year.
Soundset is the festival they put on. How many years has that been on? Because my little sister knows all those guys really, really well.
Okay.
And I've been out of the country for the last couple of years filming the show, so I must have missed it.
He stunned it on us. Did he just not been out of the country?
No, but seriously, when did it start?
It started, I want to say maybe anywhere between 5 to 8 years ago.
Oh, that long ago.
Yeah, and I've been hosting for the past 3 years.
Oh, cool.
But it's I've seen Minnesota in a way that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like that's a great, to me at least, the 3 days that I'm there, it seems like a great environment to grow up in.
Huge music scene too.
Yeah,
just
right.
All around, across the board, like every type of music.
Every type of, and it seemed real. Yeah. Is it liberal in that area? Is that
incredibly liberal? It's kind of a liberal stronghold in the Midwest. You know, like very like socially forward, progressive kind of place.
Yeah. They got a lot of weed out there.
They do. It's still illegal, but we got it.
Y'all got it, right? All right. Josh is here. Josh Hartnett is here. I want to open up the phone lines and talk about Penny Dreadful and all the things you've done. 888-742-3345. Give us a call if you want to talk with him. Sway in the morning. Wow. Ethan Chandler and Penny Dreadful. Was that last week's episode?
I think so. I think it just was Sunday's episode.
Yeah, I just watched you say that. That's why I was like, wait, this is last week's episode?
Deja vu.
Yeah, that's deja vu. And you can't help what you are. Sometimes I black out, and then when I wake up, I see blood. What are you?
Well, if you watch the show last year, you know I'm a werewolf.
Yeah, he's a werewolf, which is interesting because you've turned down roles to play superheroes.
Right, and here we are.
But you accepted the role to play a werewolf.
Well, see, the thing about this, though, I mean, John Logan, the guy who wrote the show, is a multi-Academy Award nominated and Tony-winning playwright, and he's a genius. So when the scripts came across, and Sam Mendes is producing it, who's directed American Beauty, Skyfall, the new Bond film. When these guys come around and ask you to do something, you say yes because you know it's going to be good.
And this is, I was telling you in the hallway, I'm a sci-fi horror guy, so you got a bunch of like mythological characters all rolled up in one, in a sense, or storylines at least, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they take all of Victorian literature as far as the horror genre goes, things like Frankenstein, Dracula, the Portrait of Dorian Gray. We put all those characters in London at the same time and treat them like real people, and then obviously they're gonna have some conflict.
Now, the Penny Dreadful, that character, where's that storyline from?
Well, Penny Dreadful is not actually a character. It's the type of story. Like these days we basically call them tabloids.
Okay.
They were kind of sensationalized, pulled from the headline. Little news articles that you could buy for a penny back in Victorian times.
Oh, Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, and they were called Penny Dreadful because they were crap.
Dreadful.
but they were highly entertaining. So it's kind of like Pulp Fiction.
See, Josh, I'm not afraid to ask those questions when I don't understand.
Anything else you'd like to know?
Because I sit and watch this series, and I was like, well, the main character, what is her name?
Vanessa Ives.
Okay, Vanessa, yes. And she's done a lot of great work, too. I remember last season when they were, I think it was a seance taking place, and I can't remember everybody that was there, and then she got possessed. And you could just see her as an actress, her body just morphed into something so extreme that I was like, this woman deserves an award for pulling this character off. You're around a lot of solid actors in this.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and the supporting cast is filled with people who are like the very top Shakespearean actors in England right now. Like Rory Kinnear, who plays Caliban or Frankenstein's monster, is the number one Shakespearean actor of my generation. And then a guy who plays a character named Lyle, Dr. Lyle in our show is a guy named Simon Russell Beale, and he is the next generation's biggest Shakespearean actor. So we're working with literally the best actors in the world, and it's amazing to go to work every day and deal with these people.
Well, that's good to know, man. Yeah, Josh, you're doing all right, man.
Thanks, man.
Come a long way from St. Paul, man.
Golf clap. I hear the golf clap in the background. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about, I know that you decided to take a break from Hollywood and doing like the real big budget. You even got offered a lot of superhero roles, and you were like, that's not really for me. You wanted to do something that felt more meaningful to you. Yeah. So, you did like independent films, and then every once in a while you do something like mainstream, whatever. So what was it about this that you were like, I know it's a period piece, or the fictional characters? Like, what was it that drew you to this one in particular?
It was mostly the collaborators, mostly, Logan and Mendes, and the guy who directed the first couple named J.A. Bayona. He's fantastic. And I thought, if I'm going to do TV and I'm going to be stuck possibly doing this for 6 years, I want to be working with people that are really going to make, this worthwhile for that long. And these guys are fantastic. They're the top of the game in film or in TV or anything. They are the best.
DB, did you want to introduce yourself to Josh before you?
Sorry, man. Hey, how's it going?
Damn, man.
Suddenly disembodied voice coming from. Oh yeah, over there. How's it going, brother?
For me, Josh, for our audience, the people that listen to this show, maybe somebody is in Minneapolis, St. Paul, in a small place or in a city, and don't know how to get that big break. Can you share your story with us and how it was for you making a transition from like Minneapolis? It's not New York, it's not LA, and how did you make it? If you could share that.
I wish I could, because I just had wanderlust as a kid. I wanted to be in New York from the age of 12. I just always wanted to move to New York. So I moved to New York right after my 18th birthday. So I graduated high school, moved to New York, went to school for about 6 months, and somebody saw me in a play that I was doing on a lark and asked me to audition for a few things out in LA, and I landed 2 jobs in 2 weeks, and it was completely, like complete luck. It wasn't, it just sort of happened to me. So I couldn't give any advice except just follow your instincts.
What was it, because I had this problem, maybe you could relate to this. A lot of times people overlook my talent. And then they just look at my looks, bro.
Yeah, it's hard for you,
based
Sway.
on that, man.
I see that.
Yeah.
That's
you
what
can
I
see
was
that.
saying.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Did you have that at all? Because you're a handsome dude. Ladies love you. Heather tried to recruit you.
I recruited him. Don't say try.
Do you have to fight for people to take your? I mean, I watch your work. It's never a question of who you are as an actor, but did you have to fight your way to make sure they take your acting seriously?
Well, I guess in a way that kind of goes back to the earlier question. It's I didn't want to, when I was kind of coming up, I didn't want to be pigeonholed as just the heroic type of actor. You can get stuck playing the same sort of role over and over again. You see actors who just, get on the gravy train or start, reaching for the brass ring, and all they do is the same type of character over and over again until people get bored with them. And I never wanted to be that guy. I wanted to try to do different things along the way and change myself and challenge myself every time. So if that came across as trying to prove myself as an actor, I think that probably is the case. But I also, just curiosity is something that I've always been incredibly curious. So to just try new things all the time is just in my nature.
That's in your nature. All right. Okay. Yes. We're going to go to the phone lines again. Tracy, did you want to ask Josh something?
Yeah. I mean,
okay, let's do it up next. All right. Sway in the morning, say 4 o'clock. Yeah, keeping in the Midwest right there. Tech 9, Hood Go Crazy. Josh Hartnett is here. Josh, man, I feel like I know you, man, so well, man. Do you feel that way, too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thinking,
it feels like we've known each other for years.
Yeah, right? I feel like it, man. I've been watching your work for years, and, and to have you here.
I grew up watching you, though.
Yeah, on MTV. So, man, that's totally great, man. Yeah. So I raised you. And we were just talking about, you did a video for Kid Cudi. Mm-hmm. You directed a video.
Yeah, me and my buddy Brody directed this video for a song called Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
For Kid Cudi. There were 2 videos for it. Ours was the one where the party scene happens, everything slows down around him, and he raps straight at the camera, and then at the end he meets himself. He thinks he's having this great night, but he actually isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ours.
That was interesting. That was your concept.
Yep.
And they discussed it over a drink at a bar.
Yeah, well, this is back before, back when Cudi could still walk down the street. Yeah. And we were at a bar in the Lower East Side. No, we were actually down in Tribeca, and we were just watching people go by, and I said, listen, man, I have an idea for this one song, because he played me the album at that point. It was, I think, just before it came out. I met him actually at a show. When he first moved out to New York, he was opening for Rat-a-Tat.
Yeah, Rat-a-Tat. Yeah. Wow.
And I loved Rat-a-Tat, and I was like, this kid's amazing. He's going to be huge. Then he came backstage afterward, obviously, and I was there, and I said, hey, man, great show. He was like, oh, I like your work. We became friends.
Damn.
That's
dope.
You
see how that works?
Yeah.
You see how that works, DB? If you would introduce yourself, Josh might be your friend. All right. Now, secondly, did you see Cudi and Need for Speed, the movie he did? Did you see
Need for Speed? I saw Need for Speed. Yeah, he was good, man. He was actually, he was kind of the lightest, he had the lightest touch in the movie. There was a lot of sort of, there's a lot of posturing in that film,
Yeah,
a
right.
lot of tough guy sort of stuff, but he was funny. He was really good.
Ironically, he was not the tough guy, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
He did good, so you give him a thumbs up on acting.
Totally.
All right, cool. Tracy, go ahead. Time for your big question.
Thank you. Hi, Josh. Well, I was kind of curious about the same thing that Sway was talking about, with just if women ever make you feel like a sexual object. And,
Never.
And I wanted to know, because in Hollywood, it's different from music. I feel like we always hear about these wild stalker tales in Hollywood, and I could see so many women like trying to climb up your window. Has that happened?
Yeah, I've had a couple of weird. I don't want to encourage it. So
right, no, right. So we're gonna preface it by saying
back
don't do
in the
this.
day, back a few years ago, I had somebody sort of camped out in front of my house in Minnesota, and I had somebody show up in my house one time when I was away for a long time. I came back, and they'd been in my house for a while. I don't know how long. A woman, yeah. So I just basically said, I'm calling the cops. Walked out the door. By the time the cops came, there was nobody there. So it was some creepy things.
Like sitting Indian style in your living room, naked?
She was in my bedroom.
Smelling his drawers.
Wow.
Wow. That's great. Yeah. I'm sorry about that question, Josh.
Yeah, that's all right.
Have to give him a hug.
Yeah, already in the combine. That's your pre-combine days. Tracy bringing up. Yeah, now you secure, baby.
Now
Got
I'm part
you.
of the team.
That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
You'll be all right. Okay, so Josh, we're big fans of your career. We want to see how big of a fan are you of your own career. So we have a game we do called Knowledge of Self.
Oh no.
Why don't you remind our audience who you are and what you do?
Pop quiz, hot shot. It's now time for Knowledge of Self. On Sway in the Morning.
You don't know shit.
All right, Josh, this is DB.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
I pulled a couple quotes from movies that you've acted in, and you have to
Okay.
guess which ones they're from. All
Great.
right? Ready? Number 1.
I got zero fucking tolerance.
Faculty?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good, Sway.
That was the
That was
first
pretty good.
movie I was ever hired for.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't think he was gonna get that one.
Number 2.
Fucking sophomore, no way.
I was gonna say, oh.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, was so good.
He knows himself.
Thanks.
All right.
All right. That's your number 3.
I'm not ashamed. I'm embarrassed.
Oh no.
Run that back,
I'm
Thunder.
not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed. I'm embarrassed.
I was gonna say 40 Days and 40 Nights. Is that right?
He's right.
All right.
Oh, shit, he got it.
These are all from like pre-2000.
Yeah, that's the point. All right, number 4.
Where were you when the shootings occurred?
I didn't even hear that one.
Where were you when the shootings occurred?
What is he saying?
Where were you when the shootings occurred?
Come on, man.
Oh, Black Dahlia?
No.
Oh, Hollywood Homicide.
You got it. You
All
got
right.
that.
I played a cop a couple of times, so I had to narrow it down.
All right, last one.
They say bad things happen in threes.
They say bad things happen in threes. How many questions has this been? God.
Damn, dude.
I have no idea, man. Absolutely no idea.
Lucky number 11.
Lucky number 11.
Damn,
There we
you
go.
almost came. Almost did.
Yeah, of course.
4 out of 5. That's not bad.
That's better than a lot of other people.
80%.
90. 4 out of 5.
Really, Tracy?
Sorry.
All right.
Not
I'm
sorry.
going to go with
For you,
Sway
Josh.
on that one. So.
I love Tracy and her mathematics. Oh, wow. Yeah, Josh, man, it's a pleasure and honor to have you on the
No
show,
doubt.
man.
Thanks for having me.
Come back.
Yeah.
And Penny Dreadful, too, man. Make sure you guys check this out. Season 2 premiered this past Sunday. I will happen to be watching it. And make sure you check that out on Showtime every Sunday, right?
That's right.
And then what's
yeah.
next? You were talking about this movie you work. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I'm shooting a movie right now. I did a couple things. I just helped. I just did a quick thing with James Franco, and he's directing a film right now. Courtney Love's in it. Josh Hutcherson, a bunch of other people, and then I'm doing this film with Ben Kingsley in.
Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley, yeah, up in Turkey and Czech Republic right now. So I'm heading back there in a couple days.
So let's go back to the one you just talked over with James Franco and Courtney Love.
Right.
You just threw those names out
No, but
there.
I'm only in it for a day, so like that was just that he asked me to come and kind of just do a cameo.
Okay.
So that's not really mine.
You guys are buddies?
We worked together last year, and I've known him over the years. We came up around the same time. So
Okay,
yeah.
cool. And with Sir Ben, what are you guys doing?
Well, we worked together on Lucky Number 7, the one that I couldn't get. So I've known him. I've known him for a while as well, and I'm looking forward to. We're going to be working together for the next couple months. It should be fun.
Josh, man,
Yeah.
pleasure, man.
Hey,